Hey everybody, welcome. We have our Ikoria preview stream. We are sponsored by Wizards of the Coast today. We have a VIP account that gives us unlimited access to the new set. And we are going to try human drafting for the first time. I'm going to get out of your way now because I want you to see the interface. Let me see. How about we go to, let's try here. Maybe here. Yeah. And anyway, you can see that we have four of 8 seats filled. And this was going to be my question today. So, like, we are on a preview stream and we're early on in it. So, like, this has been up for about this has been up for about an hour plus, and we're just on a private server with only other streamers. And I was wondering if we were going to get this, like, maybe. It looks like we're getting it filled, but this is it's probably going to be slow to fill these draft seats today. But when you get this live for yourselves, you'll have the full arena population playing, and these should be popping. So yeah, this is just a private stream today, and there's just, not only is it going to be capped even at its peak today, but now we're still at the early end of it. So. Looks like we can draft right away tomorrow. Yeah, I'm sure this is the build they're intending to send tomorrow. Or something close. Can't see usernames in the seat. It just says filled seat. Yeah, you don't want to see LSV and then be like, well, I'm going to bail out of this one, right? It might be easier to start with the sealed, but I think people want draft. I get it, James, but we're gonna try and start with a draft. And I'll probably just cut this part out of any video, although I don't know if I have the time to edit this out a little bit. Buckeye wants the chill.
All right, everyone, chill.
Yeah, that was my feeling on sealed. Who's going to be doing sealed when we have draft here? But I wish I could do something else while staying in the queue. This is one, you know, Magic Online has a lot of issues and is on a very weird platform for the software that it is. Anyway, that's a whole nother story. But at least one of the benefits of the choices of Magic Online is that you could do something like enter a queue like this, put it in a separate window, and then minimize it and go do something else while you're waiting for... Yeah, I suppose we could do a left monitor. I could do something on a browser while we wait, pull this off, and do a crack-a-pack, but we're close. I keep having meme overlap. Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away with me, lads. Thank you for the sub. Shower also. I missed shower. All right, here you go. SGC asks, do you have top commons in each color picked out for draft? Friend, I don't even know this set. Like, you've all seen my full exposure to this set on stream. Every bit of exposure I've had to this set, except maybe for seeing a preview or two on some tweet, is new. So yeah, this is gonna be it. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be exciting because I don't know these cards. Oh yeah, don't worry. I don't know these cards, so forgive me. This is gonna be one of my worst drafts in the format for sure. But it's all right. it's preview day. We're going to go for it and do what we can, but I do need to act and talk quickly. I need to get into draft view. All right, let's check our rare. 2 green, white for a 3/5 vigilance, and we can tap stuff. Let's select the rare just as a place to be. Wolf Bear, 4/4 for 4. When it attacks, you may change the base power and toughness of target human you control to exuberant. So you can change a human to a 4/4, and it's a 4/4. That's pretty good just as a 4/4 on its own. Where is my timer? 35 seconds. Mutate Boros. When it mutates, other creatures you control get... That's okay. Destroy. Let's look for removal. Just looking for removal. Startling development. That doesn't look that. Nah. Hummel Natris. Okay, so here's our mana dork for the set. That's good to know. I think I'm just going to take the rare here, but I'm going to read these cards. Looked like a mutate payoff there. What do we got here? Slither Wisp. Blue, black for a 3/2 flash. When you cast another spell that has flash, you draw a card. Oh yeah, this is the kind of flash build around. I'm going to check my white and green cards. And, oh, Vigilance is good, right? We like Vigilance. Yeah, so we can take a follow-up Vigilance supporter. Looking like a Vigilance Matters deck here. Although this is probably better in the abstract. Oh, it's 4 or greater. Never mind. If that was just generic, I would have liked that more. But sure, let's take the Mentor. It gives me a path, right? Especially since I don't know these cards well. Finding something like, okay, green, white, Vigilance Matters. Let's lock in. That would be, that's good. Clicking on the name, yeah, let's see. Here's the pod. Yeah, let's mess around with this UI. We can see who we're playing against. Ominous Seas. Whenever you draw a card, put a foreshadow counter on Ominous Seas. Remove 8 counters, create an 8/8. So for 2 mana, you can build yourself an 8/8. That seems a little slow. Hornbash Mentor, when it enters battlefield, put a trample counter. All right, so this is, I'm going to select this because it's green, white, and, you know, potentially goes with what we're doing. What else we got in our early colors? Nothing that's super exciting. Gain 4, destroy enchantment, counter on creature. Okay. Deadeye, flash, destroy target creatures dealt damage this turn. Oh, interesting. That's a cool, I haven't seen that design yet. Heron. Oh, this is the mutate dude. Yeah, this is something with Vigilance, but we don't need to prioritize that here. We're going to try and wheel this. I'm just going to stick with the Mentor because it's on color, but this Heron does look very good. I'm keeping it simple here since I don't know these cards well. Lead the Stampede, that's a reprint. I know that card. Seems in limited pretty wildly. You want a Triome? Do we care about a Triome? We trying to be 5 color or something? This is probably playable in our deck because Vigilance matters, but I don't know if we need to prioritize these. Like, I would rather just have the... Yeah, I'd rather just have a solid flyer. Yeah, it's a land that cycles, but what's the point? Like, it's not even, if it was green white, I would be into it, but I don't know why we want that rare land. I'm going to take the Tiger, try and wheel the Vigilance. You say it's weak, but I don't know. I'm going to get a solid playable where we're at. But then we look at Titan's Nets. What's this? The beginning of your upkeep, look at the top card of your library. You may put that card into your graveyard. Exile a card from your graveyard. That's weird. Not going to do Lead the Stampede. What's this? Oh, here we go. This is, looks like Solid Footing is more Vigilance Matters. But yeah, we could do Fertilid too. Fertilid is good. But I want to see... As long as enchanted creature has vigilance. Well, I guess we don't care about that too much, though. What else have we got here? 3/5. Oh yeah, this is cool. I like the giant spider or the mammoth spider upgrade. That's cool. Sandworm seems nice. This feels like it has flying to me because it's this, but I know it doesn't have wings yet, but I don't know. I had to remind myself this doesn't have flying. I'll put vigilance for now. What's sleeper dart? Yeah, that's the expensive removal. Sandworm. Oh, Moloch is good too. But I don't think we're there. We should just take the worm, right? We'll get these whenever, they show up. But this is almost tempting me into taking this as a splash option. But so that was a decent splash, but Sandworm is solid enough in our core color that I went with it, but I was very tempted by the possible splash. Barons here is at least half on color. What do we got? Adventurous Impulse. Top 3. Oh, is this is from Dominaria. The Dominaria reprint, right? And Fully Grown. Pump Spell, we can take that. Ram Through. Target creature deal. Oh, yeah. This is good, right? Ram Through. It's punch, not fight. So we'll take this over the possible fixing for later. What do we got here? Swallow Whole says, as initial cost to cast a spell, tap an untapped creature you control. Exile target tapped creature. Put a +1/+1 counter on the creature tapped. Oh, that seems reasonable. I mean, it's got some setup cost, but it's like 1 mana, and it's in our colors. We take a Plummet, but I like an Evolving Wilds too, but this seems playable. Buckeye, I can't even feel that with you because I don't even know what I mean, let it go, right? It's just our first draft here. Naturalist. Ooh, wow. Naturalist is here. That's great. Mana Dork, yeah. Take Mana Dork, sets up with Fertilid. We can basically splash anything. Wilt. Ooh, that's I mean, we're best of 3, right? A Survivor's Bond. Return target human, return target non-human. Ooh. Think we can do this? What's this? Oh, it's not best of 3? Okay, well then we probably do want a Wilt. Right. It is best of 1. Thank you for that. I should adjust my own. Oh, it's only for creatures? Yep, I didn't read it. We did get our Vigilance back. And another. Did I pass Bond? I can't even remember what it was now. I don't think we're going to be creature dense enough to be happy with this. We're going to take Fully Grown. We'd play a combat trick. Seem to be in the right color pair. Garrison Cat. I don't know if I like a Garrison Cat, if we can help it. That's a good question. We'll do some math on the Lead the Stampede later. I'm somewhat going on my own memory of Lead the Stampede, which was that it was never good enough in its day, and my ratios aren't going to be that different here. Oh yeah, the Raised Dead Valiant Rescue. That's decent. What's this? Flying Mutate. Should we try this? Mutate? Play the Snap. I don't know which one it is even. Why can't I see it? I'm trying to listen to you. I couldn't even see the card you were all talking about. You're talking about a card I can't even find. Sorry. That was a... Oh, okay. It just was so not even the right colors to me, I didn't even look at it. Sorry. This is my first draft on cards I don't know. Trample, Cycling, 11-11. Wow. That is asking a lot. Dire Tactics. Exile target creature if you don't control a human. We could just take Dire Tactics. We can splash that. Right? What's the Blade Banish? Oh yeah, Blood Curdle is just easier, right? You can do that or this. I mean, for splashing, this is... You could argue Dire Tactics is a little better. What do we got here? Ooh, we're partially on color here. But we're not going to do that. What about... What's going on here? Oh, Mutate. Hybrid Mutate. This is what you all were talking about before. We could take Hybrid Mutate. Wolf Bear seems good. You want to do Trumpeting Gnar with the Hybrid Mutate or just the Wolf Bear? Maybe we'll take this and try it. I'm going to take the Gnar just because I want to try this Mutate thing. I don't know if that was correct or not, but whatever. Here's a Vigilance Matters. Like, we kind of have a Vigilance Matters sub-theme going here, and the Heed Bonder seems to be doing that. At the beginning of your end step, you gain 1 life for each creature you control with Vigilance. But we have a rare. Let's see what this rare is. Reach, Trample, Mutate 1. Whenever this creature mutates... Oh, yeah, that seems very good, huh? So we'll take this, and maybe if nobody else is in green-white, we should wheel this, maybe? It's somewhat... Like, I really want to do the Vigilance thing we started, but we had to take this. This is too good, right? And then... But maybe we wheel that? It depends. If nobody is doing that thing, they might not. What's this? Skull... this is humans, though, too, so maybe they'll just yank it for... Because there's nothing else there. It's true, it's hybrid, but if you're not... If you're only one of those colors, you're not really interested in a 1 green 2/2 or whatever, right? Maybe, Mama. I'll try and look into that. But I didn't see anything immediately in my email. What's this? Put a top... Let's take a... No. Take Greater Sandworm again. We could take Scrag. Well, I guess we're taking that. Back for more. Instant. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield when you target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. When you do, it fights up to 1 card creature you don't control. Yeah, we'll do that. That seems interesting. Kind of settling in a little black splash here. Monstrous Step. 4 and a green for a sorcery. Target creature... Oh, yeah, this is like... I think this is pretty playable. Let's see what else we got here. We got another one of these. I don't think we got one of those. Survivor's Bond. Do we have enough human and non-humans to make this happen? Obviously, we have a lot of non-humans. Here's a human. Oh yeah, it looks like we have a nice mix, actually. Yeah, I think we can take that. We got a nice mix of humans and non-humans, so... Yeah, I knew the timer was happening, but I liked where it was at. That's why I just let it happen. Ooh, we got this land that can help us with our colors. We have Naturalist, which I was liking until I saw that it's only creatures. I think we probably just want a land. Coordinated Charge wouldn't suck either. But I think we're getting enough playables that we should fix our mana. This is not even half on color, so we're not going to take that. I am happy to see these lands in the slot, though. I like that. Thwart the enemy, we can try a good fog. And then we have a 6/6 here, though. And enter the battlefield, gain 6. Fog that actually has applications, or I guess we're trying the fog. And we'll take this as a possible blue splash. Cycle Tapper. That seems reasonable. We're not really towards the blue yet. I guess I'll take Cycle Tapper. Seems like it's got some uses. Looks like we're in the right colors. Check it out. There was a lot of calls for me to take this when it was here the first time, and we get it the second time. Sandworm is nice. I think we have 2 of those already, though. Yeah, we don't need these. We'll just take that. We didn't. Looks like we're not getting our sweet vigilance reward back, but we can take this vigilance reward over the reach dude. Let's try this. Plummet, probably not main decking Plummet. Probably not doing this either, but I'll throw that there. Wow, we're in the right colors, folks. We don't want all these sandworms, right? We'll just take another boar, or take a boar. Wow, we even get a pick for our deck last pick. Nice. What's this? Unpredictable Cyclone. I mean, we have enough capability that if this was amazing, we could even consider it. But, you know, it's got too many words and it's double red, so I'm not even going to read it unless somebody tells me I'm being dumb. Starix, mutate 6/6. Whenever this creature mutates, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile Huh, okay. I guess we'll reserve that. And then what else have we got? Excavation Mole, a 3/3. Yeah, this is solid common. We might wheel it. Flourishing Fox, you like this? Yeah, Flourishing Fox is interesting. Maybe that is better than this. Well, I guess we don't get to find out this time. Pacifism I know is good. We'll start there. What's this Will of the All Hunter? 1 and a white. Target creature. Okay, so this is a combat trick plus. That time shorter than what? That's cool too, but pacifism is pretty straightforward here, I think. Wouldn't mind this Dark Bargain on the splash. Here's another Flourishing Fox. We can try this one. I'll at least start there, but there's a Ram Through and another Strix, so we have kind of the same pick again, or this Greenhorn. Boy. Just take more removal in the Ram Through. It's hard to argue with removal unless you just don't have any power in your creatures, but we have enough going on that this should be fine. What's the Rescuer? Oh, cycling gets you 1/1s. That's a pretty good 3/1 for 2. Solid Footing. This is the vigilance thing, but I don't necessarily think we need to take that just because we have some vigilance stuff going on. Yeah, Evolving Wilds, maybe the pick here. There's cycling everywhere, honestly. That's the thing. Like, you can say we're not really cycling, but here's 1, 2. Okay, maybe we're not really cycling. But we do have 2, and then down here we've got at least these 3, 4, right? There's some cycling going on here. Glider. Do we have something to splash? No. Bushwag. We have... I'm not going to get into the fixing now because my clock is too low. But we have good fixing. Do we like these? I guess this is on all three colors. So we'll try this. I'm wary of these crystals, but we'll try one. Yeah, I was looking at Brush Wagg, and getting these early creatures to mutate onto is interesting. One 3 flying. If non-combat damage will be dealt to it, prevent it. So you can't try and burn that thing out, but it's not very good. Will the All Hunter maybe take this or even this? It's not really a coordinated charge deck, but I didn't like what I was looking at there. Yeah, is it good for mutating at 3 mana? If that were cheap, if that were 2 mana, I would agree. But like, man, 3 mana for a 1/3 flyer because you want to mutate onto it doesn't seem great to me. We're best of 1, so I don't think we're going to main a plummet. Yeah, it's got some applications there. Light of Hope. Probably just the mole here. What do you like, mole or great horn? Well, whichever one we were on, we got. That's the only one left. That was close, so whichever. And we'll take another bond. I don't know if we want 2, but we'll take that. Okay, we got a great horn anyway, looks like. I don't think there's only so many survivors bonds we can play. Take another boar. I don't think I'd play 3 of these, so I'm just going to take another creature. Brushwag came back anyway. Thwart the enemy. Didn't we get one of those? Maybe we didn't. Oh, we did. Okay, I wanted to try one of those, but not more than that. So we'll take that. Looks like we did end up in the right color. Let's see if we can make this work. Just a few cuts. We have 57 cards currently. Yeah, you want to do a 60 card challenge here? Close. Boy, I don't even know where to begin. Somebody build this for me. Probably not playing this, not playing this. I want to try these mutates. 1 bond. I can give up 1 bond. I want to try 1 though. Maybe we don't need fully growns at all. Maybe this is not the time to try thwart. Maybe our mana is good enough without the crystal. We have very solid mana for this. Cut some of this boar action down. Don't worry about the land. Land is the last thing we're going to worry about. Fox and cat are correct not being good. We do have some vigilance synergies. Snare Tactician. This is where I wish I could see what we have that cycles. I'm going to put cycling stuff over here. Cycling. Or we just see that we have so little of it, we should get rid of anything relating to that. I mean, Valiant Rescuer is still playable as just a 3/1, so we can run it for that reason. But yeah, I'm down with getting the Snare Tactician out. Yeah, we can cut the Wilt. Where's the mole? What mole are we talking about? Or did I already cut it? Oh, here, mole. I don't know. Is this really our worst 3-drop creature? I guess it's clearly worse than that. I'd rather cut a random boar than one of our 3s. Tiger, where's the tiger? Tiger. Oh, here. Yeah, I guess so. It flies, though. Fertilid is helping our splash. If we cut Fertilid, our splash for Blood Curdle diminishes greatly. So, can't really cut Fertilid unless we're going to cut the black, which we could do to, you know, just say we're good enough, we don't need the splash. Yeah, sorry, I can move a little over for you. You don't like the Gnar splash? It's not really a splash, it's mutate. It's just saying that that we're going to try this as a mutate spell. Like, this is a 5-drop. Oh, please, I know. Yeah. This isn't good? You don't like mutating? Creates a 3/3. I guess it doesn't do that much, right? Okay, I'm in. We can cut the easy way to get rid of the islands, too. Oh, come on, people. Some of you are telling me to worry about my islands who've been watching my stream for well over a year. We do. Lands last. Don't worry about the lands. All right, we're close. 18-7. What else do we want? Oh, yeah, drop a worm. I like drop 1 worm. That makes a lot of sense to me. Very close now. There's an argument for running 18 lands in heavy cycling, but we don't have heavy cycling, so I'm not going to do that. And then, do we like the brush wag? I don't, again, trample synergies is worth keeping all my trample. Really? That guy seems so... Maybe I'll be proven wrong. I'm not... Yeah. Cut a 1/4 2-drop. We do have some vigilance synergies, but that's fair. They're not that important. Okay, let's just do this. I want to get on with it. So, what are we calling this? Wag the dog. I'm going to call it Wag the dog because we have the brush wag, and also because right now, when I was working at Wizards, I often talked about at what point the tail would start to wag the dog when it came to Magic Digital. When was Magic Digital going to get to this point where it was so important that it started to affect paper in really significant ways? And this is kind of like the first set that does that. So this is digital wagging the paper, the digital tail wagging the paper dog, and that's what that's about. Oh, I didn't really look at the land. Is the land correct? 4 swamps. That's too many. That looks better. Hey, I did, Hat. I did. Or at the very least, hassle me about lands at the end, not in the middle. Oh, that's interesting. We'll try it. I'm gonna run. I don't want to go back into the edit here. I just want to start playing. But that's an interesting synergy that we can try later. And I guess we can just actually treat this like an event here. 0, 0. All right, seems keepable. We're only splashing 2 cards, and we have Evolving Wilds, Fertilid, and a Swamp. That's 3 sources. That's not too greedy. Or is it 4? What's the 4th source? Oh, the Great Horn. I didn't realize the Great Horn did fixing. We got the Great Horn when it was like the only choice in the pack, so I really didn't even read it. So we have a choice already. We can play the Forest and get the Brush Wagg going, or we can play the Sands to get a turn to Serval. I think I'll do that. Oh, let's put, I don't know if it's working or anything, but I'll load Cardboard Live. Oh. Yeah, Cardboard Live almost certainly isn't working with this, so I think I'm not going to bother. If there's some other streamer that's using Cardboard Live successfully, let me know and I'll look into it. Oh, thanks. I will also move over here. Yeah, Nantuko, this is a human draft you are witnessing right here. And oh, Ram Through's an instant, so if Oppo plays a 1 toughness thing, we could do that, but there's nothing else to do here. Oh, I gotta remember mutate. This is gonna throw me. Yeah. Again, guys, keep in mind this is my first play ever of this format, so I'm learning too. This is gonna be one of those things, like I'm looking at my mana costs and I'm just looking, oh, Gem Razor, 3 and a green, we can't cast it yet. Could have mutated there and didn't, but that's me being unfamiliar with the new mechanic. And it's interesting, like and that's what this symbol is about. So like you're gonna have to remember that when you see that mutate symbol to check. And yeah, we get to actually do something with that. And we should probably just do this now. I was gonna Felidar to use all of our mana, but let's kill their mana rock before they get a chance to untap and potentially do something with the white mana. So let's try it on, where do we want it? On the Vigilance? Or the Brush, or the Trample? Don't we want to mutate first, because then our creature gets bigger? So we're gonna mutate on the Vigilance, sure. And oh gosh, we want this, right? You just always pick the biggest toughness. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Wow, do they actually have removal for 1 white mana? What is this? Swords to Plowshares? So always pick big stats. So would it have been... Was there at least an argument for a 4/4 Trampler and a 1/4 Vigilance instead? I get it, but it's about whether or not you want the, where you want that Vigilance, right? Speaking of, we can do that, but let's attack. Good early heuristic there from Skeptical Hat. As we learn to find shortcuts to making decisions around mutate, Hat says, in my opinion, it's about not doubling up on keywords. So it's not always going to be true, but as heuristics, the point of heuristics is to give you a baseline starting point from which to make your decision. Oh, thank you. I thought I got all of my... Oh, it's because I'm on Battlefield right, and I just want to be on... No, this is right. Yeah, thank you. We'll get WotC logo going. Appreciate that call out. Heartless Act. Destroy a creature with no counters on it. Can we do anything about it? No. And just this dude. I don't know about this. Everybody's really excited about this Brushwagg. I guess it wears mutate well. But without that, it's feeling very underwhelming. Yeah, if there's not a lot of mana sinks, then that's pretty good, but you can see why, like, I'm not super excited to be... All right, now it's the late game. I finally get to make the Brushwagg do something. Hey, Tron. This is draft. I suppose. I guess I'm just not rating mutate highly enough yet. I guess one of the keys is that it pumps toughness. Maybe part of my negative response in reaction to this card is thinking through like the red cards that are cheap pumpers, but they only pump power, so they're easy to trade with. When you can pump toughness, harder to just trade off with it, trade down with it. Yeah, I probably don't... This is my first game of the format, literally, so I am probably not processing the full synergies well enough. When this enters the battlefield, build a lifelink counter and target non-human. That is a human, though, so it's... Oh, they have no humans, so they get no counter here. And can I do this thing? I can do this thing. We just ram through. How about we ram through here? And I don't even need to use the pacify yet. Yeah, I could have just had pump mana up, I suppose. But leaving this mana up lets me tap two things. Like, I don't see how they... What I was doing by not pumping... We used two to remove one thing, and then we have two removal spells, basically, for whatever they could do here. That's true, we could swing and tap 4 blocks. Learning the ins and outs here. Hopefully this is going to be enough. This is instant, but we don't have the... Okay, I'm going to go full control to make sure we get a chance to tap this thing. I don't know if it would have given us a chance, but I wasn't going to take the chance that we wouldn't get the chance. So I went full control. Well, we don't need to pump yet. We'll see if they do something. Yeah, see now. we don't bother. They did. All right, cool. And I'm never going to play the format again and have 100% win percentage. Done. Bye. All right. Our swamp situation is good. We have 2 cards we're splashing and 4+ sources for the splash. So no, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna increase our swamp count because that made us nervous. Although I will acknowledge that we have some self-mill, and self-milling our only swamp would suck. Oh, you know what, D? I'm always playing loose on day one. We gotta, and I think it's correct. You know, I know you don't like it. Dionysus hates the thought that I might be playing with anything less than my full capacity to win, but I really do think that early on in a free offering like this, where Wizards is saying, get some practice in, the focus should be on experiencing the cards and seeing the interactions and not worrying about our results today. And we're doing enter value, channel count. Yeah, we don't want that. So let's put, we can do this whenever. Yeah, I don't want to do that. So we're just going to play the vigilance, and then the mentor can put at least a trample counter on the vigilant dude. Frosty.
All right, everyone. Chill.
Well then, D, if you don't like suboptimal, you need to hear me. Like, I'm telling you it's optimal. Right now, it's optimal. It's not suboptimal, it's optimal. All right, we have Mentor, and we could even play the Swallow Whole. Should we just exile the links and we can do all this right now? Oh, except it does not tap yet. Okay, so we're gonna go Mentor. Can I? How do I tap the Mentor? Is that... I don't know how I tap the Mentor. But both me and chat are going to be misreading cards, making missuggestions or whatever, so... Tapping is a con... Wait. I get it, but there was nothing tapped on opponent's side. But kill it when we kill it with the ram. How do we even kill it? Like, we can pacify that. Yeah, like y'all are telling me how to kill things that aren't tapped. That's the that's what I'm confused about. All right, so let's just go with 2 creatures here then. And then next turn, we'll get on it. We lose because of this. Whenever a creature you control without flying dies, return to the battlefield under its control with a flying counter on it. So... No, not a good pacify target, huh? Interesting that they're not attacking us. I could see sending in something here, though. Let's see. Yeah, I gotta read this. Put a +1 on each turn. Yeah, I can just start doing this until they do something. That seems fine. Yeah, do we have reach and not know it? You're totally thinking like me right now. I'm like, what do I not understand? I don't think that's worth 2 removal because we can do the suggestion of just building up our Goriak via Mentor and forcing Oppo to do something. Yeah, we could send the 2/4. Let's do it next turn when it's a 3/5 though. But I like Mike's line too. Yeah, Swallow's a sorcery. I don't know if anybody was thinking we were doing... I'm not planning on doing anything at instant speed here. But, like, next turn, for example... Okay, what's this going... Flying counter or hexproof counter on it? Well, see what they want to do. Yeah, we're pumping at instant speed. Yeah, do we care about that? Depends on what they do to it. But now we get to kill this, right? We just get to make this a 4/6 and then ram it through. And now we wait. Was that Mothra? Sure is, I guess. Sandworm. This is the power of 7/7 with cycling 2. We get to play it as a 7/7 here. I'm going to start... Well, we don't even have an attack. They have a simple block here. So we just have cast Sandworm, see if they have counter magic. Cross fingers. Gotta try. You're gonna make him have it. It's possible they, like, have them and I don't have them unlocked yet or something, or... I don't know. So... Ooh, here's our... Legendary rare. What does it do? Whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, if it had counters on it, put those counters on this. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if this has counters on it, you may move all counters from it onto target creature. So you don't lose your counters. Interesting. I don't know if that's great, but it's interesting. And here we have a mutate. We want to mutate on, like, the naturalist. So, our plan is just this thing gets big then. Oh, non-human, that's something. Oh, and that's a human. Yeah. Okay, so we can't mutate onto anything except the thing here, so we don't want to do that. So we can just play it. But I kind of want... Like, we can get our... If we wait, we can get our Black Splash off of this. I think I'm going to pass for now. We can mutate onto the Goriak, though. But yes, thank you for... that's going to have to be driven into my brain. Non-human mutate. Yeah. We're going to keep growing this until it can hopefully defeat Hexproof, but we're somewhat all in on this combo right now, and Yeah, it could... If they disrupt our growing beast... Flying 3/6? What do you mean? Oh, because of this? Yeah, that's why it's like, we're just going to be on the plan of making this huge and then not killing it. And 5, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So they have 9 power. If we send in this, they could put everything on and it wouldn't be worth it. Yeah, they didn't give him flying, I guess. They gave him first strike. They're trying to stay back on D. Interesting choice. And we could pacify something, but again, don't see why. And I kind of want to hold this. This can't get through anyway, so we may as well wait. You want to pacify and swing? I guess we could pacify and then it would be small enough, but I missed that chance. And I'm gonna continue to hold on the Great Horn. Sorry, Oppo. Playing a little slow here. Got a couple mutate. I'm not exactly sure. All right, so now we have a virtual 7, 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 is still enough to kill. But we got our access to black, so let's go ahead and pacify like a first striker, I guess, and then start swinging. Yeah, we could pacify the flyer. I felt like getting an extra 2 points of power off the board and first strike was good, but yeah, you could choose flyer. Yeah, we don't have any flying counters out here right now. We have hexproof and first strike counters. And are we going to use this on defensively? Possibly. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Let's, maybe we can get him to attack, and then we can actually use Swallow Whole for something. And I'm going to do this before I forget. What little one are we talking about? Yeah, it must be a number of counters on it. Good point. Being observed that don't go trying to swallow a Glimmer Bell when it can untap itself. Just so. So now what does it have? Whenever this creature mutates, other creatures you control get +X/+X until end of turn, where X is the number of times this creature has mutated. Okay. This counter looks a little clunky. I don't know. But, all right, let's figure out this turn here. I think we still have attacks. Any other attacks, though? Not really. So really, again, we're just trying to make this Goriak work. Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not trying to swallow this thing whole. Oh, I could have pumped it for extra, but at least we have the Mentor untapped. Yeah, I forgot we had trample. I would have pumped if I had remembered we had trample. That symbol apparently wasn't good enough for me. But yeah, it looks like they're trying to fit more icons in the card instead of saying, it's got some stuff, look. They're trying to show you as much as they can about the creature. Kill the flyer by tapping our mana dork. What does that mean? I don't understand the comment, Dumbledore. I don't know if it's you or me. Yeah. Okay, that's what. Right. That's why I'm not doing that. Need Oppo to tap out before that's a play. Yeah, this is a dangerous time for me. I lean on chat for input all the time, and this is chat. You're the worst right now. You're even worse than me, which is saying something because I'm pretty bad right now at you know, remembering all this stuff. Here's a trampler. Let's see. This bounces off the hexproof, so we can send it. I'll take whatever trades they want for that. Oh, right. Walked into that one. Although it's... If they want to do the double block here, that's not the worst for us anyway. We get something. But again, I'd like to actually remember stuff and not just get lucky that my mistakes weren't that bad. Looking good for us, though, I think. Almighty. What a funny card name. Wagg. Symbiote. 1/3. Each creature you spell you can't costs one less. It has mutate. A little mutate build around. Cool. Yeah, they're out of cards, so I think we got this one. But I'll keep this back anyway. All right. Stumbling my way forward here with the help of stumbling chat, and together we are stumbling towards a couple of wins. Let me make a proper note of that. Good question, James. How long am I streaming today? I may do what I did last set and stream for a while, take an extended break, and come on and do a second stream. But I'm going to stream for as long as I can stand to, basically. Is it even that good, Hat? Like, it's appropriately 1 mana, right? It's like... I don't know. This looks fine. I don't even know what we're going to keep. Spreadsheet is updated. So you can go and the spreadsheet has a nice update in it that allows you to go to the EV page, enter in how you value various aspects of the experience in gems, and then it'll pump out for you the known EV for the various events being offered as of tomorrow. All right, got our third land. That's good. What's this? Whenever this mutates, target creature an opponent controls gets -2/-2 until end of turn. All right, well, there you go. There's a nice mutate target for sure. Looks like a lifelink on the 2/1, and we'll look for a nice 1/4. Pretty good on this board. I'm not in control of the punts, ultimately, Mensch. If I would say punts are not my concern today, but if you want to tag me for them, I'm sure D would be on your team for that, on your side for that. Let's see. This is human. Oh, and this... Oh, cool. So we go wolf, bear, and then this is a human next turn for that. Nice. And I'm going to go with the wolf, bear then. I don't think we're smart enough to know what par is for any of these decks. I don't want to waste any time on that right now, Mensch. I'm clunky and slow as it is. Let's try to reduce that. Dies into damage. Still think we look pretty good around here. Oh, I was messing around with it. My defaults or whatever, like maybe I should change something there so that it's not so confusing. I'll go like, let's say 30 and 50 on those just so they look something reasonable. But the whole point of those is that they're variable. They're up to you. We could do this now, except why? We can't do it here, and this doesn't get any better. So I'm going to start with, we do this. Okay. So then we're just attacking and seeing what they want to do. But yeah, I think 5 mana 6/6 after attacks. But let's start with, I don't see any death touch over there, which is the main thing I was looking for. So we'll go ahead and send in the 2 4/4s. Yeah, so let's play Starix here as a 5 mana 6/6. That seems decent. And then we can even mutate onto it next turn. Maybe they'll play something for us to target. Yeah, this doesn't look like a good card, right? I was, this is the kind of thing I expect to see Death Touch on. Like, throw Death Touch on this and it becomes one of the great cards in the set, right? Well, it comes too good. They had to add a mana on it or whatever, but maybe that's one of the, put a Death Touch counter on this Scorpion and you'll be happier. Yeah, I think I will remember to mutate under. We'll see, but I think I am. I think I'm going to remember. All right, here we go. Here's me trying to remember. Yeah, we can kill the aura even. Here we are mutating. Here we are picking this. And here we are going under. What happened? I don't even know. That was cool. Stark's ability. I should read my cards. Oh yeah, right. Yeah, I knew that. Shut up. I knew that. That was totally the plan. That was the plan. That was the whole plan. Jeez, chat. Yeah, nowhere to go but down now. All right, we are getting blocked. We have 4 power to use on these. We're gonna kill this so mutate doesn't get us, and this because it's a little better. Let's just do this. Mutate is a concerning mechanic. Mutate is like, wizards, really? I thought, and here I thought, I thought morph was a complicated mechanic, and then they introduced mutate. My goodness. I guess just keep going. How do we mutate again? Did we even have anything to mutate with? I don't understand how that works. Wingspan Mentor. Oh, we're gonna ram through some damage. There was probably a better target for that, but my presumption here is that we win. Well, for not knowing the cards at all, doing okay so far. Ram through has trample, isn't that cool? Haj says, new draft. We could, but man, I'm worried that it takes a long time to fire. But we could do it again. Should we call that? Call it 3-0 and done? Pretty good. All right, I'm going to go with what Haj suggested here, and we'll call this done. All right. I'm going to go to Soapbox and say thanks to Cargigner for supporting me, and thanks to YouTubers for watching our first draft. I'm going to do many more today, I hope. So hopefully there'll be a flood of shortish draft videos like this one. Not playing out all the games, but getting lots of drafting in. So that was fun, and we'll see you at the next one. I resign now.